those vegan guys. I thank you.
It's a very, very simple meal tonight, but a bloody delicious one of our Northern England favourites. Fish, chips and mushy peas, except it's fishless fillet, of course, the Quorn salt and pepper one. I think it's salt and pepper, isn't it? Mushy peas with a handful of frozen peas and some sliced onion chucked in there, bit of gherkin, oven chips and a tartar sauce made with mayo, Dijon mustard, chopped gherkins and caper berries. And bread and butter and wine, fish and chips and wine. You married me.
I know.
Hello, good evening my lovelies. If you watched our Sainsbury's shopping vlog the other day revealing all the excellent new vegan stuff they've got in the chilled section, you will have seen me pick up these tofurkey Italian inspired sausages, and I cited a meal then that we're having tonight because I've been craving it. So it's basically mashed potato with chopped Kalmata olives in, the Italian inspired tofurkey sausages, fried onion, fried tomato and minted buttery peas, and bread and butter because it'd be rude not to. The very meal we mentioned for dinner, don't you know? Hello my darlings, Jason is struggling with a pack of wraps in the kitchen there that I couldn't separate. They must have been very hard compressed together in our shopping bag. But we've got here that this isn't chicken, the salt and pepper pieces with red pepper, white onion, red onion, green beans from the garden, chilies from the garden, smoked salt, smoked paprika, garlic powder, lots of things, and a beautiful fresh mixed salad. And hopefully some of it is going to be going on wraps, even though they might have an hole in. It's managed! Yay!
Just a bit of patience.
Wraps, my darling. Hello, my darlings. It's Sunday evening, and any of you that joined us for our lovely live this afternoon, you already know what we're having. This is Indomie instant noodles with some edamame and the crispy baked tofu we made on our tofu video. However, I've just realised that this meal is missing something very important, and that is chopped spring onion. So do excuse me while I grab some scissors and a spring onion or two and then demolish this noodles and crispy baked tofu. Hello beautiful people. 4 meals there, did you notice? And if you joined us for our live yesterday, which was Sunday as I'm filming this is Monday, we had exactly what we said we were going to have: noodles and the crispy baked tofu that we made in the live. And for lunch today we had tofu egg mayo sandwich and shared a packet of crisps, if you want to know the truth. Happy to say that after 5 weeks now with the new live plan, where we do the kind of we do 1 live a week. 1 week it's on a Sunday, like yesterday, Sunday afternoon in the kitchen, 3 o'clock. The following week it's a Saturday night mukbang at 8:30. This coming week is pizza, the challenge of the cheap pizzas. And then the following week after that is Friday night quiz at 9 o'clock. And that's feeling good at the moment. That's feeling like it's working. And in particular the kitchen vlogs, the live kitchen vlogs on the Sunday and the Saturday night mukbangs are very popular. So lovely. Thank you for that, my loves. Jason's upstairs today. In fact, he just made me this coffee before he went up there again. He popped down, made a coffee, and I said I'm going to do a quick kitchen vlog. Got 4 meals to upload. Did you find those helpful, by the way? Those showing you our meals. We kind of do it. It was my idea to vlog them, to vlog realistic realistic vegan evening meals that people eat in England. To give people ideas for meals, really, not to kind of keep a check on ourselves, although it does work for that purpose too. Like I've mentioned a few times, these vlogs are for me an alternative to keeping a written journal. I started doing that as well and then stopped, and it is something I should get back into. So mark that, Paul. Even when you watch this back, you can do both, for the record. So yeah, how are you finding this new live format with the alternate weeks? Do you enjoy it? Is it better? It was more diverse. And do you enjoy those meal segments, or should I stop doing them and focus on, you know, more healthy, plant-based things and meals? Anyway, here's what's coming up this week on the channel. I'm going to be, thank you very much to Star Cradle for the reminder yesterday on the live that I had indeed forgotten about reading the third part of Seneca on the shortness of life. So I'm going to be doing that this week. I'm also going to be doing similar to what I did with the air fryer, with the Instant Pot, which is doing an unboxing video so that I can show you what's in the box. We can look at it all together, and then I'll do a maiden voyage vlog coming into the winter months now. I think we all like a bit more stodge in our meals, and we tend to get more soupy and stewy and potatoey, and I think the Instant Pot through winter is going to be an Earthsend. Earthsend, I prefer that, because I'm not religious. I know people say Godsend. It's going to be an Earthsend, a science send. So yeah, I've been referring back to my own vlogs, much like I used to read my old journals, just to keep those things in my head that I kind of say a lot and then keep referring back to. How does this help is a big one, and I have it with everything. I have it with when I evaluate a network of people that I'm a part of, how inclusive or exclusive they are. How does this help? You know, but it's when I'm down and riddled with dark thoughts, and I mean just about, oh god, the world's shit, and because all that's true. Again, how does this help? So that I don't focus on the wrong things, so that I don't mix in the wrong groups, so that I don't fall into negative patterns without my being aware of it and being able to acknowledge it and kind of change it. I think that was probably one of my most significant vlogs this year, even though it was a very short one, the How Does This Help one. I will link it up there just in case anyone hasn't seen it and wants to. So in my last vlog I was talking about how the colder weather and the darker earlier nights were affecting my mood. Not just because they do anyway, but because they are now linked in with a kind of series of negative events. And so I was having to think about that the other day and trying to quantify all that time period encompasses, because the negativity actually started because all this was a whole clump of shit that happened in late 2016, early 2017. It's a great big clump of it. And it was in 2016 I was hosting a TV show in Manchester, and I'd been hosting it for a year. I started in late 2015. I have the last episode I ever filmed, which was the episode that got me kicked off air on this channel. I'll link it up there because it's very interesting, and that was a very happy time for me. Really happy time. I wasn't getting paid for it, it was voluntary, but I was hosting a TV show, and I was doing a lot of other hosting on the channel as well. There was Now We're Talking, which is the show, my show, and there was a show called The Daily Rundown as well that happened in the evening, and I hosted that quite a bit as well. I was having this wonderful time establishing myself as a TV presenter, and then one show, the aforementioned,
2,000 years later.
bloody typical, memory card full. It's that bloody Vincent Vegan, Stephen Sitan, that. Just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link it up there. So you know, really happy hosting a TV show, everything going great, everything going fabulous, loving life. One complaint about this episode to Ofcom: you're off air. These days, you know, your Piers Morgan or diversity, thousands of complaints, pointless complaints, just like mine was, and they're not even investigated, nor should they be. Mine, full investigation. And I was kicked off air, so that's where it started. That was, I believe, my last episode aired on October 8th, 2016. Could be wrong, that might have been when I filmed it. Anyway, suddenly I was off air. So this happened, you know, mid to late October. And then November the 6th came along. So I was already gutted. I'd got the job at the golf club to supplement the fact that I wasn't being paid for the TV show, but the TV show was where I was spending hours every week upload, you know. Anyway, then the robbery happened. Then after the robbery, because of the pain, the cocodamol happened. Then the withdrawal from the cocodamol happened. Worst 12 days of illness I've ever experienced in my life was 12 days withdrawal from codeine, and I'd been on the matter of weeks. And then we somehow got through Christmas, and then on January the 26th, 2017, we lost Alice. So 2017 was a write-off for me, really. As you can tell by any of the videos that I kind of uploaded around that time, I was desperately trying to get back to some sense of normality, having been through this series of events, one of them extremely traumatic, the others of them devastating. And so it all links in with darker nights and it getting colder. But I didn't mean to worry any of you by talking about it last time. You must understand that when I talk about the things, I only talk about the things I have the strength to talk about. So having the strength to share with you that I'm aware that this time period is coming up, and I have some tools already at my disposal for dealing with it. And but I'm sharing my process with you. I never share anything with you because it never happens where I desperately need your help. I'm so weak. Do you know what I mean? It's all right. This is going to be a shitty thing, and here's how I'm going to deal with it. And you know, there might be some bloody tears, and there'll certainly be some thought, much thought. But I would rather focus on the positives. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather focus on the fact that I'm still here. Hello. 4 years after nearly being killed on a floor, I'm still here. Look at me. Still doing stuff. Still a fabulous drag queen. As I said in the open shutters. I'm sure I've talked about that, but it was the anniversary recently of it. A fabulous lady I know called Lisa. Fabulous photographer, very, very creative. I used to teach her daughter drama and Jason guitar. And she started this project called Open Shutters. And it was really a documentary of people that had been through trauma or severe mental health issues or debilitating in some way mental health issues, and how they had overcome it. And they would be holding an object that linked in, and it was fabulous. I'll put the link down there. In fact, I think there's some stuff on YouTube, and if there is, I'll link that down there as well. Because I actually did a film bit for it. There was a portrait, and then there was a film bit where I talked about the robbery and how I'd, overcome it. And my whole use your fucking legs scenario. Which was a very healing exercise for me after the fact. So yeah, I'm preparing for this period to come and for the anniversaries to hit, and for me to deal with them as strongly and succinctly as I can, without trying to minimise or disregard them. And I shall take you along on that journey with me, because why wouldn't I? I've been to see my mother. I avoided going down for well over a week, just because she was having young children visiting her every day, and I'm seeing what's going on with schools and universities being shut down, and I'm like, if you want to put yourself at risk, that's fine, but don't expect me to. I'm not going to be a secondary. Anyway, I'm keeping a safe distance, and I'm washing my hands before and after, but I'm seeing her in the flesh again. I was phoning her every night anyway, but yeah, so there's that. And of course we've got the upcoming Vegan Queens Live a week on Thursday over on their channel, 6 o'clock at night. That should be a fun one. They're cooking in their own kitchen. That was a good coffee. I rarely get to finish my coffee while I'm talking to you. Today, that somehow felt important to me, and so I did. I've asked you a lot of questions, haven't I? Are you happy with the lives? Are these meal bits interesting, helpful, whatever? I've asked you all that. I've told you what's coming up. Third and final reading of Seneca, which is going to be a long one. There's at least an hour left to read in that book, but let's do it. Let's just get it done in one, because anyone who's interested in it can either watch the full thing or mark when they're finished and go back to it any point, can't they? And I don't expect it to get many views, but I'm very glad that the lovely Star Cradle reminded me that I had that to complete, because the last thing I need is more bits in the back of my mind that are yet to be completed or concluded. You know what I mean? What else was I going to talk about today? Anything? I have no idea. So I'll probably leave it there. I'll do the reading of Seneca later this week. I'll do the unboxing for the Instant Pot later this week. I'll do them on the 2 days Jason's at work, because it gives me something to focus on then. And I'll see you again in a few days with another kitchen vlog with a couple of meals tagged before it. Please don't forget to check out our channel, and in the description of every video that we post here on YouTube, you will find our Patreon page, a link to become a member of the channel, which you can do from as little as $1.99, and it gives you access to custom emojis, and you help support us. So Patreon helps support us massively, channel memberships, donations through PayPal, purchases from our Amazon wish list, purchases from our Amazon store, which is all affiliate links, any and all of the above, buying our merch. It all helps. It all helps massively, and makes us far more prone to make more content, because you know, still a dream. We'd still both like to be full-time YouTubers, which is kind of why we try to keep the channel diverse, although we are those vegan guys, and so the content, whether it be shopping or recipes or cooking or eating, is always going to be vegan related. We still like to do our performance pieces, Vincent and such, and of course Jason's fabulous music, because they're essential parts of us too. So yeah, can't get that damn song out my head at the moment from Tootsie, you know, the closing theme. Something's telling me it might be you all of my life. Love it, like just love it so much. Almost, but not quite as much as I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching another meal compilation and a bit of a kitchen vlog. Let's face these darker, colder months together with strength and tenacity and hors d'oeuvres. Let's have hors d'oeuvres. Just to help us get through, you know, like volleyball. I'm going to make them volleyball cases and put things in them that I showed you yesterday in the live. So I'll link that live up there. It's a really good live actually. If you have ever had any trouble with tofu at all and you want to know how to make tofu slabs taste like fried egg, scrambled tofu that tastes like scrambled egg, tofu egg mayonnaise which tastes like cold egg mayonnaise you would put on sandwiches with tofu, or crispy baked tofu, we nailed it all in 1 hour in that live video yesterday. It's pretty cool. No idea what we'll be doing on the next Sunday kitchen vlog, but as soon as I know, you'll know. I'll get off. Thanks so much for watching. Until I see you again next time, please be excellent to yourselves and each other. Bye, gorgeous. Of course I mean you. Who else is sat there?